At this time, to kick off our 2019 convocation, it is my honor and privilege to introduce a member of the Alleghany County Board of Supervisors, Ms. Van Noorsdal.
Thank you for having me today. It's a real privilege to come back into a school. I taught in public schools for 10 years, and so I know whereof you speak. I know how you're feeling right now. Before I get into a few comments, I just want to make two announcements that are relevant, I hope, to some of you. On Saturday, August 10th, Clifton Forge High School basketball star Trudy Lacey will be honored as a hometown hero in Clifton Forge. And I hope that some of you will be part of this celebration on behalf of those who taught her. It's exciting to start this recognition of Alleghany Highlanders. On Friday, September 13th, the What's Your Story Project is going to be hosting its first potluck dinner/storytelling session. And the theme for the night is back to school. So we're going to be inviting people to come bring a covered dish and share their memories of the first day of school, the last day of school, the best day of school, the worst day of school. Teachers, parents, students, everybody is welcome, and we hope you'll participate. You'll be seeing a lot more about these events in the paper, so I just wanted to give you a heads up. When I was asked to talk to you, I said to myself, I wonder what I could say that hasn't been said to you before. Things like these. It's a new year, it's a fresh start, and anything is possible. Teach the children well, they're our future. You have the most important job in the world, and gee, you must do it for must not do it for the money, you must do it for love. And every child matters. You may be the lifeline to one or more of your students this year, and you may not know it for many years, if ever. And all of these things are true. I heard them many times in my 10 years teaching. And then as the school year began in earnest, all of those things blurred into white noise, and I said, just let me get through this year. So I wonder, what could I say to you that you haven't heard before that might make a difference? Something more than a truism, something real and sustaining, something that will last beyond the relative ease of your back to school in-service time and into the stressful and overscheduled times ahead. First, I want you to know that you are very appreciated by many, many people, including the Alleghany County Board of Supervisors. Our county administrator, John Lanford, is very supportive of the public schools, and he does the best he can every year to budget as much county funding as possible to support what you're doing. We will continue to support you as well as we can, given the population decline, the tax base decline. We will do everything we can for you, because you deserve it. Second, I want you to know that you have the right and maybe the obligation to ask for what you need. As a new member of the Virginia State Education Steering Committee, I'll be attending a number of meetings in Richmond this coming school year to meet with other educators, other legislators around the state, and get a sense of what the problems are and help find solutions for those. Please let me know how I can be a voice for you. My email address, my phone number are both posted on the Alleghany County website, so please use them. You have a voice. I would love to hear from you. Don't be afraid to speak out. Third, whatever teaching mode is in favor, your teaching is best informed by your own sense of best practice. Your informed and careful read of your students and what gives them the tools that they need to succeed this coming year. Pay attention, honor it, trust yourself. Education is not one size fits all, far from it. Find your own way, the best way, and practice it well. What I hope for you is that this school year is interesting, that you learn as much as your students do, and that at the end of the year, you can say, it was really hard work, but it was worth it. Thank you.
Thank you. Again, it is my honor and privilege to introduce Mr. Randy Tucker, our chairman of our school board, and he would also say a few words.
Good morning. Welcome back. Who were the two that won the $20? You're going to have a lot of friends today, just like you did in college when you had $20. So, everybody? Already spent. Good. Next, Ben Truitt. You can keep the air conditioning on. I know he cuts it off on y'all, but he needs to keep it on the day. It's been over one day. For teachers, I know sometimes you think you're unappreciated. How many teachers in here feel that they make a difference in somebody's life? All of you should raise your hand. I don't know if I shared this story with you or not, but I want to share it with you today. I had a teacher at Alleghany that made a difference in my life. She was a science teacher, and I got to see her 2 years ago again. And what had happened was taking our exams, and one of the question was, where did man come from? You know what the answer was they were looking for? I couldn't write that answer down. I had to put on there, man was created by God. And when I got my paper back, did she mark it wrong? No. Still scored a perfect score because she never marked it wrong. That made a difference in my life, that a teacher took time not to mark something wrong. And I got to see her 2 years ago and tell her the same thing. I said, you don't know how much difference that made to me as a senior getting ready to graduate Alleghany High School. So you do make a difference in every student's life. You may not know it today, and it may be 40 years before you ever get to see that teacher again and thank them, or they would come to thank you. So you do make a difference, and you should take that to heart. So it's great to see you here this year. I have a meeting, well, not actually a meeting I have to go to. I took the evening off. I got a dog. I got to get to the vet before I wind up in the doghouse. But it's good to see you here. I'm glad I made it this morning. The superintendent told me I was supposed to be yesterday to meet the new teachers. It was actually on Wednesday, and he called me Wednesday. I sat in a meeting. I thought, what's wrong? Answered the phone. He said, are you coming? I said, I'm in a meeting. You told me it was Thursday. So I had to double check with him, make sure I got the right place this morning before I wound up at the high school. He's not that dependable for some reason. So hopefully he will treat you better today, get you in the right place. And I know he's got some other things planned I would love to see, but like I said, I'm out of time here this morning. But I appreciate y'all coming back. We'll have a great year. We did a lot of good things last year. We'll do more this year. And for New Tech, that was wonderful. The things that happened to JRTC, the gentleman won the welding, that was wonderful. So we have a lot of good teachers to make all this possible. We sure do appreciate everything you do for us. We're looking for another great year. Thank you, and you have a nice day.
Before I forget to thank everybody, particularly for putting this together, the event together, Ms. Kelly Huff, Mr. Fred Vaughn, Mr. Jeff Allman, and the entire technology staff, Mr. Marty Wood, and Ms. Fox, Ms. Hansford from CMS, Mr. Truitt, Ms. Leach, and Ms. Paxton. So give them a big hand for helping us. We also have a few sponsors today that are helping us with our lunch, and I'd like to thank them: American Fidelity, Alcova Mortgage, Virginia Professional Educators, and I really like University of Phoenix, Michael's Pizzas, Trani's Restaurant, Coca-Cola, but I really like that the Alleghany Education Association is also sponsored. I think that's great. So thank you, everybody. Thank you. It is really hard to believe that another year's beginning. As you get older, they go faster and faster. This is number 42 for me, It seems like only yesterday when I met with the new teachers that I remember sitting in there my first day. Last year was a great year, and as a team, we accomplished quite a bit, and we're going to continue that. I wrote a little paragraph last year that I can't rewrite, and so I'm going to just read what I just said last year. With that being said, I am very, very proud of everyone in here today for all that you have done to make education for our children experiences very meaningful. Whether I go into a kindergarten class or a 3rd or 5th, 7th, 8th, 12th, 11th, I always see neat things going on there that try to make experiences for those children that are realistic and meaningful. You are all truly committed to your kids and doing the best for them. You care, you are passionate, sometimes a lot of passionate, and so awesome. You are about kids and about education. You take pride in your work. Doesn't matter whether it's cleaning this carpet or preparing food or making sure the instruction, and we know our students in the classroom. You're dedicated, you're determined, and you love education, teaching, and life. I think that is why I absolutely enjoy working here with a group of dedicated people who care and are passionate about everything that you do and you work with throughout the school year. You're the greatest. I say that every day, that I'm blessed to work with professional people. That doesn't mean we always agree, and that's okay. But that's called passion, that we can sit down and honestly discuss something and move forward. I thank you again for allowing me to be here and to work with you, and I do look awesomely forward to, if that's such a word, to even greater accomplishments this year, which I'm sure that we will achieve. So I want to talk about our staff just for a little bit before we get the show on the road. And so would all our new staff members please start, our new staff members for this 2019, please stand up. Thank you, brother. You are coming into an organization, I spoke the other day a little bit about this, to say that we may be in the country, we may be in the smallest division around, but we are as good as any division in the Commonwealth or the country because we are passionate and we care about our kids. When you have opportunities to work with staff in the buildings, you see that, how hard they work. They'll have up days and down days just like the rest, but they are passionate truly about their kids. And I know you all will bring in some new feelings, new information that will help them re-energize as they move forward. So you're coming to a great area. Plus, the mountains are gorgeous. You can't walk out anywhere I know. You can walk out here and you look across the road and see what you see. Awesome. At this time, I would like all the central office staff, including all secretaries and nurses, please stand. Don't be shy and embarrassed. We have, I think, 2 new ones in the central office that came from the buildings where they thought they worked hard. I think Ms. Huff and Mr. Callahan are finding that they are working probably a little bit harder than they did in the buildings. And so this is the group that works behind the scenes. Our job is to provide you what you need to be successful in your buildings. And if that doesn't happen, you need to let me know, okay? That's very important. We help you in what you need in your buildings to be successful. We're service-oriented to provide you that, and they have done a great job. They've prepared all summer, and I want to thank them for everything they've done to get us ready. Even Mr. Vaughn, Mr. Wayne, how's that? All right. All our maintenance and custodians, please stand at this time. We're going to hold you. We don't get everything done we'd like to throughout the year, but it's not for no lack of effort. It's because we have sometimes too many things to do. But they are working absolutely incredible during the summer, during the year, to make sure that everything you have is up and running. I had a situation, I can't remember, I was over Memorial Day weekend, and we had right over here a sound, we had a little leak in here, caused all the alarms to go off. And I usually rely on building administrators and central office. They were all on vacation. I called them all. I got no help from any of them. But I did get lots of help from all the people over there, Tim and Jeff and everybody else who came that day to work on it. No, I did have help from the CMS staff and central office as well. But there are things they do you don't know, and help them out, and they do a great job. We are so glad to have them. One of our most important, we wouldn't have our students getting here, and that's all our transportation employees, if they would stand. And is Mr. Truitt there?
I'm here.
Have you decided which bus I'm riding on first day of school?
I think it'll be upstairs.
Gotcha. All right, great. Well, we're doing it. It was good to hear Mr. Dyson singing, and so he must be in the choir at church, which is awesome. And I want to thank our drivers every day when they meet those kids. They know those students when they get on the bus. I've ridden the bus ever since I've been here the first day, and when little Freddie gets on the bus, the bus driver knows who little Freddie is and knows the parents that they're talking with. It absolutely is incredible that they know their students on the bus. If you ever want a job or you don't want a job, I have to say that lightly because Mr. Cho will me, but it is really hard to be a bus driver. It is not easy to maintain the safety on the bus and at the same time to maintain the control there. And our drivers do an absolutely fantastic job. And I do want to thank them again for all that you do. Thank you. And I guess we're hungry every now and so we better recognize our food service employees if they stand this time. Again, every day they're out there preparing lunches. I challenged them at the start of last year to become creative in their menus, and they've done a great job of reaching out and still applying with the Fed regs, which aren't easy, but they've been very creative, and they're actually cooking a lot more versus bringing processed foods in to the students and to you. So when you see them, thank them for all that they do. They work hard, and again, we appreciate all they do. Thank you. At this time, before they stand, Callahan Elementary School has met the state accreditation standard for the 5th consecutive year. And again, congratulations. They're also their 55th year in operation. So with all of the staff who work at Callahan, please stand. I'm a little worried. I only see one Callahan over here and two here and the rest over there. Is there something wrong with that picture? What's up with that? All right? Okay. Mountain View Elementary School has met full state accreditation standards for 3 of the past 5 years. I know they've worked really hard to become accredited each year. I want to congratulate them on their hard work this year. And if at this time all our staff from Mountain View Elementary, please stand. Oh, we got the same thing. I got one over here, and like 3 here, and then the rest over here. I'm going to have to work on this a little bit. Sharon Elementary School has met state accreditation standards again. I don't know how many times. I don't have it in my records how many times Sharon's made it.
Oh, so I leave, now you go dump.
Yeah.
Remember that.
Again, I know it's umpteen times, and so again, congratulations to Sharon Elementary School. And again, if everybody from Sharon Elementary School would please stand. They're going to need to adopt you to move over to that group all over there. All right? Got it. Clifton Middle School has also met the state accreditation standards again, and congratulations. And so far, staff at Clifton Middle School, please stand. And last but not least, Alleghany High School has met the accreditation standards and again is working hard to remake the high school for the 21st century. They've worked hard this summer, going to a variety of different conferences. I did survive with them when they went to Florida. That was tough, but it was great. And they're beginning their second year in partnership with the New Tech Network. So all our staff members at Alleghany High School, please stand. We have an awesome staff. Okay, I've said that every year I've been here, but now when I actually walk, I know a lot of people, I can talk. It is an awesome staff. Sometimes you have to be in the outside to see that, even though we go through some trials and tribulations throughout the year, but we have an awesome staff. That's because you care and you're passionate about it.